Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my channel. The Bank of England has finally pivoted. They've changed their stance on interest rates. I've just watched an hour and a half of everything that they've been talking about. It's really interesting. There's some real nuggets in this, and I'm going to dissect that for you in this video so you can understand where we are at interest rates right now, where we're likely to get, what's going to happen with inflation. It's going to be very volatile. It's going to go up and down, so we're going to talk about that as well. And lots more besides. So make sure, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, do subscribe over there and hit the bell notification. Have a look around this channel. See how a video even. Look how close we are to 20,000 subscribers. Help me get there. We're that close. We need about 400 or 500 subscribers now. So do subscribe. And also while you're here, smash the like button, tickle the like button, do something to the like button, and share this video with friends and family as well. So, what is going on? Well, the Bank of England have held interest rates. So we're stuck at 5.25%, and that's the fourth time that they've held them at that rate. Now, that's what we were kind of expecting. We made a video over the last few days. The Federal Reserve is the American central bank, and we follow the Fed. So they held interest rates, and we're unlikely to move until they do, unfortunately. So that was interesting. Now, lots more has happened, and there was an interesting question from one of the reporters, and they said, something I've spoken about recently, the Federal Reserve is talking about dropping interest rates this year, and you're not talking about it. You dodge the question every time. Should we be more transparent like the Fed? And obviously they dodged that question again. But it was a really good question. Like, why is the Federal Reserve saying we're going to drop interest rates and the Bank of England not saying? We know that they're going to likely follow what the Fed do. So that was interesting for me. So what is the voting on this? So there's 9 members of the Monetary Policy Committee, and this is how they voted. So 6 of them voted to stick. Interestingly there. This isn't so great, and people were pretty surprised by this. 2 of them voted to increase interest rates, and 1 of them voted to cut interest rates. Really interesting stuff there. Now, the reason why 2 of them potentially wanted to raise interest rates is because what's expected to happen with the January inflation data is inflation is expected to tick up slightly. Now, most of that, they're saying, is going to be down to flights. Flights have got significantly more expensive in the last month, and so that is where that's going to be. That doesn't impact many people's day to day. You're not flying, unless you're a traveller or a business person, you're not necessarily flying every single month. So that's fairly positive there. So that's interesting. Now, what's even more interesting is they're bringing this massively forward. They were saying in November that 2% target would be hit by the end of the year, by the end of 2024. They've said now they feel that they'll hit 2% by April, which is literally around the corner. That is a big difference. And so that's really positive news for everyone, that the inflation is coming down significantly. Now, their expectations is that inflation will drop to 2%, but then it will go back up again, unfortunately. So their expectations is that the inflation will drop to 2%. Then because of energy prices, we're going to have around about a 2.75% inflation further down the year, which is not particularly great. That means that they are saying that they potentially may hold the rates a little bit longer. So what else are they saying? There's tons of stuff here that I've got to try and remember and go through with you guys here. If you got this far in the video and you haven't liked it yet, do like the video, do share the videos, and comment on all the videos, even if it's to just say hi or thanks or this is my opinion or that opinion. I personally reply to every single comment on the channel, so it really, really helps us with with the YouTube algorithm. And I want to get to know you guys as well. So comment below and like it while you're here. Now, this isn't so great. They talked about us avoiding recessions and we're unlikely to go into that. Now they're saying there's a 50-50 chance of a recession. And that's because things aren't looking so great. The outlook isn't looking as great as it was. There are more people going to be unemployed. They're feeling that unemployment is going to tick up. We're currently at 4.2. So unemployed is at 4.2 and they're expecting it to go to 5%. However, that is still better than they were expecting in November, which was their last meeting. So they are expecting, unfortunately, unemployment to start ticking up. Now, this is interesting. They specifically mentioned that this is the pivot part, just in case you're wondering. They have removed the language talking about increases. That is gone from their report now. And they actually mentioned that. They've said, because everyone's pushing them. All the reporters are pushing them, saying, look, you're hitting your target, you're getting inflation down, let's start dropping the rates, because it's actually more restrictive now. So we've got a 5.25 rate with the Bank of England. Inflation's at 4%. It's going to go to 2%. And so we're actually feeling the squeeze even more while they're keeping the rates high. So all of the journalists are saying, look, come on, we need to get these interest rates moving down. You're causing unnecessary pain to lots of homeowners and people that rent and everyone. It's not particularly a good thing. And so what they were saying is they've now removed the language talking about increasing rates anymore because they don't feel that that's going to be something that's necessary. Even though we've got two people that are talking about hike, on the whole, 7 of them are saying, look, we don't need to raise rates anymore. We're past that now. We can look at the future forecasts and we don't see that. So this is the pivot. This is where they're saying no more interest rate rises. That is very, very positive news here. Yeah, I mean, the language that they're trying to get very, very clear is that we've come a long way so far. To be fair, it has kind of panned out better than a lot of people were expecting. Interest rates going up was painful. It wasn't fun. It's caused a lot of people unnecessary pain. But we didn't have a huge recession. We didn't have huge unemployment. It is moving in the right direction. And that's very, very important that we take note of that. That is very, very good here. So look, in summary, interest rates are staying the same. Do they talk about them dropping in March? They kept pushing back on that. They're just not willing to really answer. They never will. I've said that in multiple videos. They're not going to tell you the rates are going to drop in March. The reason for that is because that would just stop business today. Nobody would do any business. We would all wait. If we knew that we're buying a house right now and then we said, look, rates are dropping in March, you're just going to delay it. You're going to delay it to wait to see if that drops the interest rate that you can get. And so that's why they can't do that. But look, rates have stuck. They are saying that rates are going to come down. They are saying that things are moving in the right direction. And they're saying rates aren't going to go up. That's the big pivot. They had that language in last month that rates could go up if things got slightly worse. They've removed that language and they made a massive point of saying that in their press conference today. So look, it's not a rate cut, but it is way more positive. Apart from the inflation, the recession thing isn't particularly good. But this inflation that they're saying it's going to go to 2% by April is good. Let me know your thoughts and comments on this below. Do you think swap rates are going to drop? Do you think that means we're going to get some cheaper lending now? Or do you think the lenders are just going to wait and see what happens in March? Comment below, like the video, share the video, subscribe and hit the bell. Check out the Fundamentals of Property Investing training program. I've linked to that below. It's less than 50 quid on sale at the moment. So go and grab that while you're here. That's it from me. Check out some other content on the channel, including this video right here.